the worst matchups for Kragg across her Rivals of Aether competing career, and you know, it could happen again.
I mean, it's like we said earlier. Yeah, everyone's got a plan. Everyone's got that matchup charts until the rock kind of just slams into your face.
There is no free will. It's rock.
CheeseyPotato. Getting on there, Clash of the Seas, Clash of the Titans, and we're gonna see how it works out there. The Twitter post keeps saying 100-0 matchup in the favor of Fleet, but if there's a person who's gonna do it, it's gonna be CheeseyPotato with her Kragg. A little bit of adjustments on the seats. I'm loving the hair, by the way. Run National Select. Mine's getting really long too, so I have to start kind of doing more of that hair care routine. Oh yeah. But ooh.
All right, 1 sec.
Number one.
Oh. But BBatts pointing to the camera. It's like checking the buttons, checking the controls out. Maybe it'll be good if he actually sets his controls.
Yeah.
Does so successfully, and we are going to the Godai Delta for game number 1 for sure this time. And the instant parry. You are not allowed to play with any of these egregious hitboxes on the side of Fleet because Cheesy is ready, able, and willing to challenge you. But what makes Fleet so good is the ability just to keep it all going.
Oh, and I love that. Staying on the ledge, seeing if you can just cover so many, it's like an option select. You just hang on to there so you get a ledge hog, or just kind of waiting for Fleet to successfully go back on the stage and get a nice little punish. But speaking of the punish game, Fleet continuing on, and BBatts, great stuff, knowing that the pillar was coming, adjusting to it, and he finishes the job.
This is what makes Fleet so good at edge guarding Kragg. Like the half of her kit is so freely accessible and able to destroy pillar thanks to float and thanks to the arrow-like nature of most of these attacks. Like, it's forcing Cheesy to do these really, really awkward recovery routes, and you know, you can kind of see the results.
Jeez. Let the beetle go.
No.
And BBatts could care less. What a sequence of events that, oh man. How long was like CheeseyPotato disadvantage? It's like double-digit seconds at that point, no?
For her, it probably felt like an eternity. And that up strong is a pure example of that. We need this stock now, and BBatts is not willing to give it up.
Oh, yeah. Doing the pressure, great little down tilt, throwing the rock, barely.
Yeah, you went for it. I get it.
Desperate times call for desperate measures.
Yeah, tried for the command grab. Did not connect. It happens.
I'm loving, like, I don't know, it's just the difference that BBatts is able to just kind of play with. Like, Kragg just gets eaten alive off stage, missing a dude if you whiff something. BBatts is fast enough with the float, and as well as just making the second guess. I talked about earlier the first defensive options kind of being caught out, as long as you're kind of patient with it, and BBatts continuing on 46 in the platform, already having to come out with the pillar, and just continuing, just the arrow game is just so damn impressive. A great turnaround grab and reaction to it.
There's no pillar on Kragg. Okay. If he didn't, until she grabbed ledge, there was no pillar that entire time. And oh my, like being able to harass with a grounded spike setup from that high up and still convert into something like a back air, huge. The wall is there for survivability, nice. But we are flying down. This wind chime will let BBatts reset, however, get off the pillar.
Oh, I'm missing time on that one, but the punish afterwards gets sent careening off to the left side. So CheeseyPotato needs to find someone to kind of clean this up, and I feel like one big thing, I think we like mentioned it earlier, how well like Kragg can just kind of throw the projectile up there, and there's barely any characters that can really contest that. Fleet's one of them. Fleet is one of those characters that can and will fight you for that, being able to kind of send those arrows raining down, and all of a sudden BBatts trying to get onto the center stage, and the game is being played. Now, not being able to take the stock just yet, but does so after that confirmed.
Tried for a special getup of all things in order to get out of that situation, and Cheesy was not having it. Is going to get that throw break though, but the parry and reversal. Man, this neutral is tense from both sides. Nothing too crazy up until these grab strings. Some re-grabs, but no pummels. No more pummels, at least, and we're converting instantly into the double back air conversion. 97 is death percent against Kragg if you find your opening, and Fleet is one of the best at doing it.
Just love BBatts just like, surely CheeseyPotato won't go for a pummel after the third time.
Yeah.
CheeseyPotato was just like, I'm going for the third and fourth time. You're gonna have to keep mashing it up if you want to get out of this one. Oh man. Once again stuck. Great stall using all the options, but yeah, the dash dance just got caught slipping, got caught grabbing. Trying to get its cookie jar. Ain't gonna work out on this one. Continuing the pressure on by BBatts. Excellent aerial control, but a huge mistake leads into an even bigger punish.
Got a little bit greedy with that follow-up. Wanted something like a back air to connect. What a tech on the down strong as well. Oh, okay. Been so nice with this. Cheesy with a chance. Does a forward throw onto the rock, the up throw rather, onto that rock. 30% is nothing to sneeze at. Missing the parry on the tornado's rough, but we feint out the rock throw, trying anything and everything to get out of the corner and find a starter, but BBatts avoiding everything so massively with a mix-in of quick floats and float cancels. The back air doesn't connect though.
Able to get it, and now continuing on, has the projectile in hand, but the tornado doesn't get the confirm afterwards though. Great tech, thank goodness that rock was there just in time. BBatts needs to be so damn careful. Continuing on this oppression, doesn't guess right after the tech, but great movement on CheeseyPotato, has the advantage, getting the hits on there, missing the second one, overextends a little bit, but no punish after all. Wow, depended on that grab, not in BBatts. Oh,
And it was a parry on the side special. Another perfect parry on one of those side specials. We are getting perfect counterplay to any of Fleet's attempts to reset. But the comeback after all that, breaking the pillar, Cheesy trying to weave right to a ledge grab instead of falling on stage, and ever so slightly missed it, and it's what nets BBatts the win in game number 2. Cheesy having so much perfect counterplay and immediately starting it off with that exact same counterplay. These parries on the side special arrow instead of waiting for the tornado, anticipating and reacting with a slightly slower parry compared to Rivals 1 is nothing to shake a stick at.
And that little platform on the right side, ensuring the little safety after a little bit of aggression using the up special. But my goodness. It's just so damn hard, and that momentum is carrying on further. Look at this suppression. BBatts just getting rid of that pillar instantly, continuing the pressure. CheeseyPotato got caught trying to parry something, but the arrow sinks directly into the boar beetle, able to finally make it back. Great tech option. I was expecting a bear instead of that spike, because CheeseyPotato, you know, if you're playing Kragg, you gotta be the master of getting yourself out of this advantage state, and the techs have been on point.
Yeah, I'm with you, right? It ends up not mattering, right? Like, the 192, the stock is going to drop eventually. If your DI is a little bit late, like, that's just your fate. But I was expecting BBatts to not be as focused on down there as he is in some other sets because of Kragg's ability to ignore a lot of the vertical recovery routes, or vertical recovery harassment. Alas, that's neither here nor there, especially since BBatts is up plenty. The rock shards are doing their work, though.
Yeah, the physics, the geometry on that one. It's such an awkward angle, but it works out. And utilizing the side special, I love that from BBatts as the counterplay to it. Utilization of the dare, but the platform, the pillar still in there. Great timer! BBatts trying to take him down, but CheeseyPotato, she's gonna go ahead and live it out. Kragg. This poor man able to try to work so damn hard, but BBatts continuing on the pressure. I love that. Balls just kind of go for it, and the call out with that. Eats enough for their troubles and gets an arrow back.
Yeah, getting a quick snack in between stocks in order to charge up an arrow. Parry on the wind chime. Very nice stuff from Cheesy, but we're so far behind at this point, and all the little tricks and traps that Cheesy has been trying to go for between hitfall back air stuff, between hitbox extensions with the rock, just haven't been coming into play. Looking for it again there with the forward stronging onto the rock so that the hitbox extends. Yet Fire Capital, it's just not working in the favor of Cheesy despite being her counterpick. The survivability on the side of BBatts has been amazing, and already at 70 looking for yet more parries, but the delayed timing from BBatts has really thrown a wrench into the counterplay that Cheesy has been going for, and this might seal the fate. No, perfect tech from Cheesy to keep herself alive for as long as possible and take the stock.
It's like watching a baseball get hit off the tee. Yeah, I'm laughing too about BBatts. You see how fast that box went flying over to the right side.
Sour forward air, by the way.
Oh, man. died for that one. Tries to get the roll, cleans it up. This, there, and that. Great stuff by BBatts. Able to take that with a nice clean 3-0. She just finished showing signs of life, but the problem is that that's the Kragg life. And Fleet, oh man, just ate that character alive.
Yeah, very much a feast or famine type of character. Cheesy trying to bring as much consistency as possible, but against a character like Fleet, you kind of have to play into it extremely hard. Is it doable? Yes, we've seen players like ZB take wins over players like Mystery Soul at a Portland event for Rivals of Ether 2, but it's just so difficult when you have so much of what makes Kragg so good at surviving, like his heavy weight, fall speed, the ability to spawn pillar and rock, and the side special to slowly but steadily fight your way back to center stage through thick and thin, just gets shut down by how Fleet just normally operates. And so seamless.
That float. How
Clean.
impressive is that? It's just like able to just get a hit, continue to float off following your DI, and just like no escape from that section. But oh man, CheeseyPotato, every single time BBatts would overextend, instant punish would just kind of come into the works. But it was just really sad and unfortunate to see like this interaction. It looked so damn good, and I bet like BBatts just saw something appear in front of him, which is like, I'm just gonna swing at that one. Unfortunately, it was the pillar. A little bit of a trying to style a little too much, but CheeseyPotato, still phenomenal job, phenomenal try. This is not a good matchup at all.
No. One of the clear worst of the early lifespan of this game, which every matchup's doable, but there are clearly some problematic ones, especially for a character like Kragg and for characters like Fleet, who we will be not getting a chance to see Fleet more until later, in case whoever ends up going into grand finals against BBatts. But we will be seeing one of Fleet's clear worst matchups, hence the segue, as Wisp comes up to the plate against, oh my god, against, why do I, the names are killing me.
No, I'm gonna stay here until you get it.
All right, well then I'm just gonna look at my phone.
Lunar.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I keep wanting to say Nard, and like it's not Nard. No, it is okay. Lunar, Maple up against Clarin and Wisp.
We kind of saw like a semblance of that in losers round 1 of the top 8 with Nard versus Haven, like, and how like one-sided and oppressive it was. And you talked about it perfectly. Because I was like thinking, well, Maple is hell of impressive. I've seen what Maple can do. But you literally just said the base tool set of Clarin is just so damn strong. It just does not let Maple play.
Yeah, being able to intercept. Now, we did see a ton of swift play from this Maple core. Like, up-tempo was absolutely there. And there's also the option of the Rano to come out that we saw against the Loxodon. No, yes, the Loxodon earlier on the side of Solar Beam. So, like, the options are there. It's just a matter of if we're going to see the Maple first, or is it